Let's talk about Catseye's debut EP, Sis, Soft is Strong. This release has been generating a ton of buzz across Reddit, Twitter, and the broader pop music community. Opinions are flying and the reactions are mixed. Some people are loving it, others, not so much. So, what's the real story behind Catseye's debut? Is this group about to revolutionize the pop music landscape, or are they just another product of the hype machine? Buckle up, because I'm about to give you my honest review, no holds barred. First things first, we need to talk about the most obvious point of confusion. Is Katseye K-pop? The simple answer is no, but the reality is more complicated. Katseye is managed by HYBE, the powerhouse label behind BTS, LE SSERAFIM, and many other successful K-pop acts. Naturally, being under HYBE's umbrella has led to Katseye being marketed in a way that's closely aligned with K-pop, even though they don't really fit the genre. The group was created as a global girl group aimed at the Western market. They've been trained in the rigorous, demanding K-pop system, which is known for churning out polished, high-performance idols. But unlike most K-pop groups, Katseye isn't following the typical K-pop path. They're not singing in Korean, they're not performing on Korean music shows, and they're not targeting the Korean market as their primary audience. So what are they? Katseye feels like a hybrid, a Western pop group with a K-pop work ethic and polish. And while that sounds like an interesting concept on paper, it's led to some confusion. Fans don't know where to place them, and that's a problem. In a music industry that thrives on clear branding and niche markets, Katseye's identity feels a bit muddled. Are they the next big thing in K-pop? Are they a Western pop group trying to break into the global market? The answer seems to be somewhere in between, but that lack of clarity could hurt them in the long run. Let's get into the music itself. Sis, Soft is Strong, is a 5-track EP with a total playtime of just under 12 minutes. That's incredibly short, and it's left a lot of listeners, myself included, feeling like we got the appetizer when we were expecting the main course. Each track is around 2 minutes long, which might work for TikTok snippets, but leaves a lot to be desired when you're looking for a fully realized song. This short format feels more like a series of teasers than a complete debut project. The opening track, Debut, is supposed to set the tone for the group, but honestly, it's the weakest song on the EP. It leans heavily on chanty, talk-singing verses that feel more like filler than anything substantial. It's catchy in the way that commercial jingles are catchy. Once it's in your head, it's hard to get out, but that doesn't mean it's good. The song tries to be an anthem, but it falls flat. If this is supposed to be Katseye's introduction to the world, it doesn't quite hit the mark. It's loud, it's in your face, but it doesn't have the substance to back it up. Touch It is up next, and this is where things start to get interesting. The track has a bright, bubbly vibe that's instantly likable. It's got that catchy repetition in the chorus that sticks in your head long after the song ends. Some people have compared it to Tracks by PinkPantheress, and I can see where they're coming from. The production is clean, the vocals are light and airy, and it's probably the most radio-friendly song on the EP. But even then, it's not groundbreaking, just solid pop. It's the kind of song you can throw on at a party, and no one's going to complain, but no one's going to remember it after it's over either. My Way follows, and this one's got a bit more depth. It's got an anthemic feel, with a chorus that you can imagine people shouting along to at a concert. The song is uplifting, it's positive, but it's also a bit generic. You could easily swap it out with a track from Little Mix's early days, and you wouldn't notice much difference. That's not to say it's a bad song, it's just not original. The lyrics are about self-empowerment and staying true to yourself, which is great, but it's a message we've heard 1,000 times before. There's nothing here that makes Katseye stand out from the countless other girl groups that have come and gone over the years. I'm Pretty is where the EP starts to show some personality. This track has a playful, almost sassy energy to it, with some catchy harmonies that remind me of early 2000s Disney Channel pop. Think old school Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez. It's fun, it's light, and it's relatable. The lyrics are about self-confidence and embracing your own beauty, which is a message that's always welcome in pop music. But like the other songs on the EP, it feels like it ends just as it's getting started. This is the recurring issue with Sis, Soft is Strong. Just when you're getting into a song, it's over. The short song lengths don't give the tracks enough time to build, evolve, or make a lasting impact. The final track, Tonight I Might, is the highlight of the EP. This song has a chill, late-night vibe that makes it stand out from the rest. It's a song about taking risks, living in the moment, and letting go of your inhibitions. The production is smooth, the vocals are on point, and it's easy to see why this track is a fan favorite. The lyrics are relatable without being cheesy, and the melody is catchy without being overly repetitive. But again, it's too short. Just as the song builds to a climax, it ends, leaving you wanting more. This could have been the breakout hit of the EP if only it had been given more time to breathe. Overall, Sis, Soft is Strong feels like a sampler platter, a taste of what Katseye could offer in the future, but not enough to fully satisfy. The songs are catchy and well-produced, but they don't feel fully developed. It's almost as if the label played it too safe, trying to appeal to as wide an audience as possible without taking any real risks. And that's a shame because the group clearly has talent. You can hear it in their vocals and see it in their performances, but they need more than just talent to stand out in today's crowded music scene. The short song lengths are another sticking point. I get it. Labels want to cater to the TikTok generation with quick, snappy tracks that can go viral. But in doing so, they're sacrificing the depth and complexity that makes a song truly memorable. The best pop songs are the ones that take you on a journey, that build and evolve as you listen. These tracks don't do that. They're over almost as soon as they begin, leaving you with little to hold on to. It's also worth mentioning that while the EP is polished, it's missing a signature sound. Right now, Katseye feels like a collection of influences rather than a cohesive group with a clear identity. That's not necessarily a bad thing for a debut, but it does mean that they have some work to do if they want to carve out a niche for themselves in the industry. What I find most interesting about Katseye isn't just their music, but the concept behind the group. They're a product of this new trend in pop music where labels are trying to create global acts that don't neatly fit into existing genres. We've seen this before with groups like VTHA, who also struggled with finding their place in the market. The idea is to take the best elements of K-pop, rigorous training, high production values, and a global fan base, and apply them to a Western pop framework. But the problem is, without a clear genre or market to aim for, these groups end up in a sort of no man's land. They're not quite K-pop, but they're not entirely Western pop either. And that makes it hard for them to build a loyal fan base. Another point of discussion around Katseye is the marketing strategy. Hybe's approach with Katseye seems to be mirroring Western pop promotion rather than following the typical K-pop playbook. We've seen how they've staggered the release of songs and music videos, a tactic more common in Western pop. This might be an attempt to stretch the promotional period, but it also risks losing the attention of K-pop fans who are used to more intensive, short-term promotional cycles. K-pop fans tend to expect a certain rhythm: teasers, concept photos, MV drops, music show performances, and so on. With Katseye, that rhythm is different, and it could be a risky move for a group that's still trying to find its footing. But let's not forget the positives. Despite its flaws, Sis, Soft is Strong, does have its moments. The production quality is top-notch, the vocals are solid, and the EP is cohesive in its sound, even if that sound isn't particularly unique. The fact that the group has managed to generate this much conversation with just 5 short tracks speaks to their potential. There's clearly something there, even if it hasn't fully materialized yet. The real test for Katseye will be what they do next. This EP feels like a safe debut, one designed to introduce the group without taking too many risks. But if they want to truly stand out, they're going to need to push the envelope in their next release. They need to find their sound, take creative risks, and deliver music that doesn't just cater to trends but sets them. If they can do that, they could very well become a force to be reckoned with in the global pop landscape. In the end, my verdict on Sis, Soft is Strong, is this. It's a decent debut, but it's not earth-shattering. It's a safe, calculated release that gives us a glimpse of what Katseye is capable of, but it doesn't push any boundaries or take any real risks. If you're looking for a fun, easy listen, this EP delivers. But if you were hoping for something groundbreaking, you might be left wanting more. I'm hopeful that Katseye will grow and evolve with their next release. They have the potential to be something special, but they need to find their voice and take some creative risks. Until then, we'll just have to wait and see what they bring to the table next. So what do you think? Are you vibing with Katseye's debut, or do you feel like they played it too safe? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest reviews.